Right now I want to show you how to troubleshoot your Eureka PowerSpeed Vacuum if you have reduced or a loss of suction. So there's a few things that we're going to go through here, but first, most people aren't going to have like a tool to test the actual suction power of it, but I did a little test here with my Eureka PowerSpeed, just putting the hose attachment against my hand. It had enough suction to stick against my hand, and then when I pulled away, I was actually able to pull the vacuum and kind of start to tip it over. So you should have enough suction if you test it yourself to where the hose sticks up against your hand and you're able to kind of pull the vacuum so it really has good suction. So test that first and see if that hose sticks to your hand. If not, if it kind of slips off or falls off really easy, you probably have an issue, and I'm going to walk you through a couple things to troubleshoot it. First of all of the suction comes from this hose right here on the side. Now when you turn the vacuum on, the agitator will always be on and the belt will spin with the motor down here. But as far as the suction is concerned, it all comes from this hose right here, which then travels up and into your canister. So when you remove this, and this is your wand and hose attachment, so if you want to use the different tools that it comes with, you're going to attach these here, and vacuum your couches, your chairs, and stairs, and things like that, right? Now, when you're having reduced suction, you've probably got a clog in this hose right here, but also what this does is it connects and gives suction to the agitator. So you have this hose here that bends down, and then it goes underneath, and then right here, there's a little port. So the agitator here, the brushes are kind of at an angle, so when it pulls everything in, it brings it into this channel here, which then this port here gives it the suction, so everything that you're agitating with this brush here as you're vacuuming gets sucked in through this port down here. So what you want to do is look here. So if you're having a suction issue with the power head here when you're vacuuming and you're like, well, I just went over the carpet, it's not picking anything up. A lot of times you'll have a clog down here. So typically what I see is like a stick or something, like a Q-tip or a toothpick or like a stem from like a leaf or a branch or something, tons of different things that you can vacuum up, but it gets stuck in here and then hair clogs up on it, especially if you have animals, dog hair, cat hair, pet fur, stuff like that. And then you get this little ball in here and it reduces the suction. So look in there. The nice thing is that it is clear. So you should be able to look in there and pretty quickly identify if you have a clog or obstruction that you need to clear out. And then that should get your suction improved again if you're having an issue with the power head. Now, if you have a problem with the hose here, on the back here, you're just going to grab the hose here, give it a little twist here, and then you can remove it and then take it off. And then you're going to do the same thing with the hose. You want to look through it and see if there's an obvious obstruction. And there's nothing in mine. You can also pull it apart, and then it is kind of transparent so you can see through it a little bit and see if there was a really obvious clog in there. Usually around the bins is where I usually get most of my clogs. That's where something gets stuck and then everything starts collecting. So just look right in there. If you do have an obstruction, you can stick a stick in there or something and try to get it out that way. A broom handle is what I use a lot of times, and that will usually get the obstruction out. So especially if you have animals that shed a lot, that is usually the main issue I have when I have low suction, is that I got a clog in the hose. Now finally, you do want to make sure that your canister is emptied regularly, because that will reduce the suction as well. So it does have a max fill line on the side here, so you always want to make sure that you're emptying it on a regular basis. Even if you just started vacuuming, just go empty it when it gets full up to that max fill line, because that will impact your suction. Also, it has this dust cup in it. Now you can open the bottom here and access that dust cup by reaching up into the canister and twisting it, but you can also access it from the top here. So remove the top, take out the filter, and then you take out this whole housing here that has your dust cup in it, and you want to remove that dust cup. And then if you have anything up here, and I intentionally left this on here to show you, this can also impact the performance of your machine. So up here on this stem here, I got this hair that was stuck up here, and that can reduce your suction as well. So make sure that you're just pretty much regularly emptying everything out and then getting everything out of this dust cup here. And then to put this back in, it's just pretty much, you know, you just set that back in there, put that back on, put the filter back on, and then you are ready to go. So even that little hair there could impact the suction as well. So just make sure that you're emptying out the canister and that dust cup every single time if you're having reduced or lost suction. Now, if all of those things, you tried that and you're still not getting suction, then you could actually have an issue with the vacuum itself. But 9 times out of 10, one of those is going to be your problem, so check those out, and hopefully one of those will fix your issue if you're having reduced suction here with your Eureka PowerSpeed. If not, you'll have to reach out to the company and follow up with them on what you should do. Now, I do have a complete tutorial on how to use this vacuum if you want to check that video out next. Hopefully that was helpful.